Welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar channel, where we bring you the latest and most electrifying updates on the currency that has captured global attention for years. Today's report is nothing short of a game changer, because we now have solid confirmation that the US Treasury has officially tied up the final timeline for Iraq's monetary reform, signaling that the long-anticipated dinar rate change is imminent and no longer a matter of if but when. This is one of the most significant updates we've ever covered, so make sure you listen closely to every detail, because what we're about to share could impact every single dinar holder around the world. What we're seeing unfold is a convergence of two powerful sources that together confirm the same reality. The timeline is done, the work is complete, and the final curtain is about to fall. According to insider reports, every single prerequisite for Iraq's currency reform has now been met. That means the years of technical upgrades, financial compliance, and banking system overhauls are no longer ongoing projects. They're finished. The foundation has been laid, the framework is built, and the economy is prepared to move forward under a new value system that will place Iraq on the world stage as a legitimate financial power. This isn't speculation, it's direct confirmation. Frank 26, through his well-known boots-on-the-ground source Firefly, relayed monumental news this week from within Iraq's financial system. That report made it clear the monetary reform initiative has officially concluded. Not halfway, not almost there. Concluded. And that is massive. For years, we've talked about Iraq preparing, upgrading, and aligning with international standards. Now we're no longer talking about preparations. We're talking about implementation. The shift has officially moved from getting ready to executing. That alone is enough to send shockwaves through the dinar community, but it gets even bigger. Because as Iraq announces the end of reform at home, the US Treasury has now confirmed its role in overseeing the final external timeline. This means that Iraq's progress is not happening in isolation. It's directly tied to international financial powers, ensuring the transition is secure, compliant, and executed according to a strict calendar. When both the Central Bank of Iraq and the US Treasury are aligned on the finish line, you know we're at the edge of history. One of the most telling confirmations came from a conversation shared by Walking Stick through his Contact AI, a private banker with direct ties to the process. Walking Stick asked a straightforward question. Do you have a time period when banks will close for 3 days? The answer was yes. And that single confirmation carries enormous weight. Why? Because historically, a 3-day closure isn't just a holiday. It's the window needed for massive financial recalibrations, like a revaluation of currency. AI went further, revealing that the US Treasury has been in and out of Iraq constantly, guiding every move. This isn't casual oversight. This is hands-on, top-level management of one of the most sensitive financial operations in modern history. When the Treasury dictates instructions to Iraqi banks, you know this isn't rumor. It's official protocol being implemented in real time. And when AI revealed he was told by the Treasury to stay stationed at his U.S. bank location rather than return to Iraq, that underscored just how strategic and controlled this operation really is. Think about what that means. A banker with inside access is ordered to remain in place by the U.S. Treasury itself. That's not coincidence, that's precision planning. It signals that key players are being positioned exactly where they need to be for the moment the switch is flipped. Every detail is being micromanaged to ensure when the new rate is introduced, the system operates flawlessly, with no chance of error or instability. The most jaw-dropping part of AI's testimony was his direct acknowledgement of the Treasury's timeline. He stated with complete certainty, "We have had a date for a long time, and that date is now coming to an end." That's the moment that sends chills down your spine, because it confirms that everything has been operating on a predetermined calendar, and that calendar is expiring right now. We're not talking months away, not vague speculation. This is immediate. And then came the line that everyone has been waiting for. AI revealed that when this timeline ends, they will introduce a new exchange rate. Those words, introduce a new exchange rate, are the definitive signal. It means this isn't just an adjustment or a minor tweak. It's the formal rollout of a brand new valuation for the Iraqi dinar, backed by full international oversight, and it will happen once this final date hits. The context here matters. The monetary reform has ended. The US Treasury's timeline has ended. A 3-day closure is confirmed. And now, the introduction of a new exchange rate is stated directly from a high-level insider. Put those pieces together, and the picture is crystal clear. The revaluation is imminent. This isn't just a minor step forward. Everything about this process indicates a massive leap. Iraq's oil-backed economy cannot continue to function under an artificially low, devalued rate. The entire global financial community knows this. The US Treasury's deep involvement shows they've given Iraq the green light to step forward with a stable, internationally recognized currency. That's not theory. That's reality backed by action. Let's not underestimate what the US Treasury's involvement really means. They are not simply observers. They are the gatekeepers of international compliance, ensuring that Iraq's new system meets every anti-money laundering and counter-terror financing standard. When their oversight ends, it means every box is checked, every system is cleared, and every safeguard is in place. That's the final sign-off needed before the world officially recognizes a new rate. The anticipated 3-day bank closure, which at first might sound disruptive, is actually one of the strongest clues that this event is real. Banks don't close for multiple days without good reason. That period is necessary for them to update internal systems, recalibrate accounts, and prepare for the public rollout of a rate change that will transform Iraq's financial position overnight. For years, diner holders have heard predictions, speculation, and rumors. But now, for the first time, we're seeing concrete confirmations from both internal Iraqi sources and the US Treasury. Two independent streams of intel, both leading to the exact same conclusion. The waiting is almost over. The finish line is in sight. This moment validates every sign we've been tracking: ATM placements, smaller denominations, regulatory compliance, banking upgrades. Each of those steps was part of a larger puzzle, and now that puzzle is complete. The only thing left is the unveiling of the new exchange rate. So what does this mean for you? It means the window for speculation is closing, and the window for reality is opening. The revaluation is no longer a distant dream. It's an imminent event tied to the Treasury's timeline, and that timeline has run its course. Stay alert. Watch for the official announcements, because once the rate is introduced, Iraq's currency will no longer be viewed as a relic of war or a symbol of instability. It will be a globally respected, oil-backed currency that represents Iraq's return to financial sovereignty and global relevance. The story of the Iraqi dinar has always been about patience, resilience, and long-term vision. And now, after years of preparation, that patience is about to pay off. The confirmation is here. The timeline is ending. And the revaluation is imminent. This is the Iraqi Dinar channel, and we'll continue to bring you every breaking update as this historic story reaches its conclusion. Stay tuned, stay vigilant, and get ready, because the new era of the dinar is about to begin.